Hi guys, it's Time Trial Reviews here, back with another review. Okay, so this is Snow White and the Huntsman, and I saw this yesterday. I actually saw Ted a few days ago, but that review probably won't be uploaded yet because my friend actually has the videos for that, not me. So you'll see that soon. But at the moment, I talk about Snow White and the Huntsman. This has been out for quite a while. I think it's been out for about a month now. So a lot of people have already seen it. A lot of people already said that they thought it was good. Yeah, I agree. This was a good movie. What I could really describe this as is kind of like a really, really dark and serious version of Tangled meets Willow. And I know that sounds weird, but really, it is really basically a really, really dark kids movie. That's what I could say. It's like a kids movie for adults, and it's kind of like what I hoped Brave would be, except maybe not as serious. Like, I didn't think Brave would be that serious, obviously, but it's like kind of like it's really dark, even though it deals with stuff that usually is taken very lightly and has a lot of comic relief. This movie, I think there was maybe about one or two parts of it that were meant to be funny, but basically the whole movie in general is meant to be taken really seriously, and I really, really liked that. I really liked how it has like a lot of it's to do with magic, it's to do with like enchanted forest, all that kind of stuff, but it's taken really, really seriously, and I really, really like that, to be honest. Just in general, the whole premise of this movie, it's really meant to be a dark fairy tale. I really like that idea. I really, really like the idea, and I really did like the movie too. Yeah, I liked it. It's really, really good looking. It's really dark. A lot of it, the characters are very well done. I really like the Snow Queen character. I think that's what she's called, the Snow Queen. I don't know if that's actually some other thing or if that's actually what she's called. I really liked Thor's character. I'm just going to call him Thor because I don't actually know the actor's name. I'm terrible with actors' names, so sorry. That's one thing you've got to get used to. Just in general, I liked how the plot moved. It had some really cool ideas too. If I could nitpick, there's a few things that I would say that there's problems with in this movie. Firstly, it's one of those movies where it has the magic, and the magic isn't fully defined. Like, they kind of like make it up as they go, what they can do with the magic, what they can't. Like the Snow Queen character is oh, my magic won't work there, and it's not really explain why, that kind of thing. It's a little bit of a problem that these kind of movies usually have. I also thought that just the plot in general is something that we've already seen before. It's one of those plots where there's a terrible ruler, and they have to get like moral. They have to like get morale. Sorry, not moral, to like defeat them. And there's a prophecy about like somebody who's going to defeat them, and for some reason that they don't realize until halfway into the movie that there is this prophecy when it's quite obvious. And I really didn't know what some characters were talking about some of the time. Really, I really didn't care. I really didn't care too much for these characters. Like, I mean, I cared for them, but I didn't care too much for them. I didn't really get emotional for them at all. And I'll talk about this a little bit more in a second. But that's really where the negatives lie in this movie, except for one major negative. Kristen Stewart. I'm sorry. I don't want to sound like I'm jumping on the bandwagon because I'm not, but I really don't like her acting. Like, Twilight, I'm not a Twilight hater. I actually like the first Twilight. I went to see that in movies when I was 13, so I don't know. Actually, I was 12 then, so I don't know if I'd like it if I saw it these days, because that was like, I saw hardly any movies back in 2007, so my dog always barks like that. I saw hardly any movies in 2007, and I saw Twilight and I liked it. So, and I didn't have a problem with her acting there. So maybe it is just the direction here, but maybe I did have a problem with acting there. It's just that I watched the movie when I was 12, so I wasn't really like judging it. But I do have a problem with her acting here. she never shows any emotion. I don't know if this was written that she's meant to be some like independent, like strong independent woman who never shows any emotion. It's meant to be like a bit of a Mary Sue. I don't know if it was meant to be written like that or if it's actually Kristen Stewart, but this is her for the majority of the movie. Not with the dog barking, but yeah, no, she doesn't show any emotion. She never shows any emotion. She just looks like, I mean, when it's kind of like the same as like, well, worse than Elijah Wood in Lord of the Rings. Like she's just kind of just stays there and just like looks around innocently. Oh, look what I'm looking at. Oh, there's like a forest here. Oh my gosh. Like, she never actually, like, shows nothing, not even apathy. She never shows any emotion at all, and I really didn't like her character. Like, no, I didn't mind her character, but I didn't feel for her at all. I didn't feel any emotion when I looked at her at all, and just, it's probably the direction. Probably she's typecast. I think I liked her acting in Panic Room, even though she was, like, 12 then. So I think she's just being typecast. I can't really tell, but I mean, she's supposed to play like a strong, like, independent girl in like Panic Room as well. So, oh my god. Okay, but whatever. She just never shows any emotion. I just can't get on the bandwagon with her. Like, she shows emotion like one little bit in this movie, and like if it is an emotion, it's kind of just like, oh, we gotta get them. Oh, we gotta get that Snow Queen. Let's all stand up against her. Like, apart from that, there's nothing coming from her. She just stares vacantly at the camera at all times. I know she's innocent, sure she's pretty, but she gets that right. But I really wanted a character with more emotion. That's all I could. And for a main character, it's kind of weak. So that's really the only major gripe I had with this movie. A lot of people actually said that they actually liked Kristen Stewart's acting. So maybe it's just me, but maybe I'm just like, I don't know. No, but I'm serious. I am serious when I say that. Like, everything I liked about this movie except for that. And obviously the things I talked about earlier. But I did like the first half a lot more than the second half. Only because I thought that they would maybe take the plot in a different direction. But it's okay. Like, I mean, I didn't. What could I really expect? Like, they made a good story out of it. They made everything interesting. It was 2 hours 17 minutes, and it felt. I didn't mind if I was there for longer. Really, I didn't. Actually, well, it kind of bits of it did feel very slow. But I kind of didn't mind it because I did really like the atmosphere and I did like the world that I was brought into. So I really didn't mind it. But mainly, I think the direction for the world is general. I didn't like the script, but just it creates a good world. And it's a kind of a movie that I really wanted to see, so that's why I liked it. Of course, I would have favoured it if the final battle was a bit more, magic based. If there actually was more enchanted stuff thrown into it. It's just kind of standard, just how I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but just how everything happens is just kind of generic. So. All I can say is it's a pretty good movie. I'd say I'd recommend it. Go see it. If you want comedy in your movies, don't watch this because it's just entirely serious, which I liked. But I mean, it could be better. That's all I can say. It could be better. Like, it was good. It was great. It could have been better though. And I'm gonna give it 8.5 out of 10 for the Snow White and the Huntsman. So yeah, that was a bit of a short review for what I usually do. Maybe it wasn't, but next time I think we're going to go see The Dark Knight Rises. That's next week, and then I don't think there's really too much that I want to go see for the rest of at the moment. Well, this is like the big time because this is like the school holidays, so I don't really think there's anything I'm planning to go see for quite a while after that. I don't know about that Total Recall movie. I really like the original, and I didn't think it needed a reboot, so I don't know about going to see that. But Dark Knight Rises, I don't know what to really expect with that. I like the Dark Knight, but not as much as a lot of other people. At one point, I had that as my 50th favorite movie, but I don't think it really is. But yeah, yeah, so it might be a bit of a break after The Dark Knight, but I have been seeing a lot of movies recently. So yeah, that's all really I have to say. Bit of a different place to usual, except for obviously the last two videos, which one of them hasn't been uploaded yet. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.